Hey guys, today we're going to talk about uncertainty in measurement. So measurement is the basis by which many science discoveries are founded. Measurement and the changes in measurement often depend on the instrument used. So uncertainty is the limitations of the instrument that you're using. For example, we all have balances in our labs that take the weight of certain chemicals, and those balances are only good to a certain amount. So most of the balances that you see in our lab have an uncertainty of plus or minus 0.01 grams. Now if you listen to our sig figs tutorial, you'll see that this number has 2 sig figs, and that shows that balance is good up to 2 sig figs when you weigh something on it. So if I went and I weighed 10 grams on this balance, I'd write it like this: 10 grams plus or minus 0.01 grams. So this means that this balance could possibly give you 10 grams, 9.99 grams, or 10.01 grams. So that shows that the balance can go up 1 gram, 0.01 grams, or down 0.01 grams. So we're going to do some examples now. So this question says you determine the mass of sodium chloride to be 2.57 plus or minus 0.01 on the balance. Using the balance again, you find the cylinder and water to have a mass of 14.5 plus or minus 0.01 grams. So what we're going to do is add these things together because we're putting the sodium chloride, I guess, in the cylinder and the water. So you're going to add 2.57 plus 14.5, and that gives you an answer of 17.1 grams. Now that's the easy part. The hard part is figuring out the uncertainty. So when we are doing this experiment, we use the balance once to weigh the sodium chloride, and we use the balance again to weigh the cylinder and the water, which means that the uncertainty of the balance has basically been doubled. So we have to add these two uncertainties together to get the uncertainty of the overall experiment. So this answer is 17.1 grams plus or minus 0.02 grams. Now, our second example says if you find the mass of a chemical on the weigh paper to be 34.5 grams, and the weigh paper itself has a mass of 2.46 grams, determine the mass of the chemical itself. So what's happening in the lab is that you're weighing out some chemical on a piece of paper, and then you dump that chemical into a beaker, and you want to find out how much that paper weighed because you need to subtract that from the total weight. So what we're going to do is the whole thing weighed 34.5 grams. Alright, and we dump that 34.5 grams into another beaker, but we need to find out how much that paper weighed, and that paper weighed 2.46 grams. 6 grams. Now, also with subtracting, you have to add the uncertainties. So we weighed here, and then we weighed here. So that means our uncertainty again is doubled. So the answer to this is 32.0 grams plus or minus 0.02 grams. Now I hope that helps. Stay tuned for percent error.